welcome back to Sarah's Music. I'm on the Upper West Side of New York today at the Lincoln Center. To my left is the Avery Fisher Hall, home of the New York Philharmonic. To my right, the David H. Koch Theater, home of the New York City Ballet. And behind me is the mighty Metropolitan Opera, the biggest opera house and probably the most famous in the world. We're going inside today to take a look. A lot of work keeping an opera house clean, right? A lot of work. We're inside the Met, and it's so beautiful here. And it's huge, 3,800 seats, 195 standing room places, and if you're sitting right up there in the gods, it's so far away that you'll definitely need your binoculars. But it sounds amazing up there. I've sat up there as a student. Today at the Met, they're rehearsing Massenet's opera Manon with Diana Damrau and Vittorio Grigolo in the main roles, and I'm really excited that we're allowed to listen to the rehearsal. Good morning. Good, how are you? The horns. Look where we are, right in the very last seat at the top of the Met. It's miles away. It sounds fantastic up here.
Thank you very much. Let's have a break. Thank you. Great job.
So, orchestra's on a 25-minute break. 25 minutes. We'll start Act 5 in 25 minutes.
Willis, it's so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So nice.
Peter Gelb has been the general manager of the Met since 2006.
Thank you. I've only ever sat in the audience, and today I'm allowed to run around all over the place.
There's a lot of space to run around.
There is. We've just been way up there to the gods. It actually sounds fantastic up there. Thank you for today. It's amazing to be running around here inside your beautiful opera house.
My pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. You are not I see you here at your second desk. You have an office, but I mean the general manager, you're in every rehearsal, I heard.
It's just a chance for me to keep my eye on what's going on and, to be supportive when necessary if people need my help.
If TV crews come in and want a sudden interview.
No, it's not so much for that, but it's really that there are many different artistic factions that are working in an opera. We have, obviously there are many moving parts, so things sometimes need somebody at the top to intervene if necessary.
You have a good. You have a good table to bang your fists on.
I don't
No. Met Live in HD is your baby, and we're all very grateful for that. It's an incredible institution. And how many countries is it showed in? I was looking it up yesterday. It started off in just a few countries.
Well, it began, this is the ninth season, which coincides with my ninth season. Next year will be the 10th anniversary of it. And we began relatively small, as experiments normally begin small. It was in a few countries, and maybe 35 or 40 theaters. Our first transmission, which was back in December of 2006. And since then, it has grown exponentially.
It's huge.
We're now in 70 countries.
70 countries.
We're in every continent, with the exception of Antarctica. Typically on a Saturday matinee in New York, we're being seen live from a huge geographical expanse that ranges from the west coast of North America, where it's 10 o'clock in the morning, to as far east as Jerusalem and Moscow, where it is 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, and all the time zones in between. And we have a movie theater inside the Arctic Circle that shows it live in Tromsø, Norway. And we're also in the southern tip of Argentina, so it's a huge geographic area. And then in those countries where the time difference is too great, like in Asia or Australia or New Zealand, it's seen on a delayed basis a week or so later.
Maestro, hi. I'm Sarah Willis. Nice
Emmanuel
to meet
Villaume,
you.
nice to meet you.
You were just conducting my colleague.
Yes, Stefan Dorn. We just did the second horn concerto together in Bratislava.
The world is so small, and now
It
you're
is
here
a
at the
small
Met,
world.
and
It's a
I'm
small
here.
world. Great.
It's lovely to meet you, but would you let us in? We want to get down to the pit.
Of course. It's a dangerous place.
I
but
didn't
please.
know that you had your own private door.
I do have my private door to escape
Baron
in case
Boim always
there's a
had to
problem.
climb over the railings, but okay, to
No
escape.
comment.
We're now in the pit, and I am about to talk to the horn section. The Metropolitan Opera Orchestra they spend most of their life in the pit, of course, but they're an orchestra of their own right. They have a great website. They play at Carnegie Hall. How many times do you play at Carnegie Hall a year, guys? Three times a year? It's a fabulous orchestra. Check out their website. And now I've got the horns. Horn players just have to meet all over the world. That's just how it is. But there's a viola in the way. Oh no, not a viola in the way. Hi, everybody. What's life like in the pit? I mean, I was an opera player for years. I loved it. You guys are an orchestra in your own right, though, as well. You do symphony orchestra concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you happy to play in the dark most of the time?
Well, we play. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to complain when you have the most amazing singers right next to you and an amazing orchestra and horn section sitting right around you. So it's pretty amazing.
But I think, in a way, this is such a more community effort when you're in the pit, so you don't feel quite so naked. And I don't know, I really like the back and forth between the singers. You're really listening and playing off of each other. When you're on stage, it's like, oh, hello world. You know.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Any really great moments here in the pit? I mean, I had one in Berlin when a tenor fell on us in the dark. He landed on the first horn. Thank goodness, not on me.
There was a good one in Aida. Remember? There was like this, place where the horses come across the stage.
Oh, the horse.
And then all of a sudden it's like, dun, dun.
Oh.
I don't know if he farted or it was snorting. I don't know, but it was perfectly timed in the rest, and the whole audience was cracking up.
Oh, that one
really
horse
funny.
did that. He snorted like at almost every show.
This is what normal audience members don't get to see. All this stuff backstage.
The German soprano Diana Damrau and the Italian tenor Vittorio Grigolo are singing the lead roles in the opera.
What is the special thing about standing on that huge stage and singing out into this huge audience?
We are devoted when we are doing this beautiful artistry called opera, and so I think that whenever we don't think who is in the other side.
You don't have to think differently on the stage at the Met than you do at at a smaller opera house.
No. We just have more honking and more yellow cabs. And
you can hear that on the
stage.
stage.
No, but from the room, yes.
You can hear it on the stage at Carnegie Hall sometimes.
Yes. So I mean, the craziness of the cities changes. At this moment in New York, we're having such a freezing weather.
Is that bad for the voice?
Sometimes warm, and the temperature that changes make a lot of, a singer is a human alive instrument. So people who's at home, it's not, they performing a score, it's not that. We have our feeling, the emotions of everyday life. It's true that we bring it and we leave it in the room, but also it's true that we need to bring a little bit of your life also on stage.
Diane, dein erster Manon, es klang fantastisch heute hier. Du bist aber dem Met richtig gewohnt, du hast so viel gemacht. Wie ist es, auf dieser Riesenbühne zu singen?
Ich weiß nicht, also die Met hat eine ganz spezielle Akustik. Ich habe damals auch gedacht, der erste Ton, Hilfe, das wird nie. Und dann
die Stimme fühlt und fühlt den Raum ganz automatisch. Also man kann sich wirklich, Kaffee hier, man kann sich anlehnen wirklich an den Saal. Und es kommt auch was zurück. Also ich finde es super angenehm, dort zu singen. Es gibt viele kleinere Opernhäuser, die eine problematischere Akustik haben jetzt als die Met.
Es klang fantastisch in der Probe heute. Und diese Kleider, Wahnsinn. Was für tolle Kleider. Ich bin ganz neidisch.
Sie haben die Coularen nicht gesehen.
Ah, no.
Noch besser.
Ich freue mich schon. Danke, danke.
Tschüss.
What a dress. I've discovered so many cool things at the Metropolitan Opera today. When you're sitting in your seat, there are subtitles built into the seat in front of you for the operas so that you know what's going on. There's even a big hall where you can go in if you're late and you can watch the performance that's going on. And here at the gift shop, you can buy a lot of fantastic things, including costumes from the production. This one is from Carmen. That's all from Sarah's Music for today. I hope you enjoyed being at the Met as much as I did. If you can ever make it here to hear a live opera performance, then do. And if you can't, then just find a cinema near you which does the live in HD broadcasts. You'll love that, I promise. See you next time on Sarah's Music, and goodbye from New York. Okay, we're rocking now.
Yeah.
Grazie mille. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
I like the jazzy part of it.
Bravo, bravo. Toi, 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 Vittorio. Grazie mille.